My person's having trouble getting on.
What's happening? Do they have the code?
I have no idea. She just asked me what's the number. It's like, look at the flyer.
Oh, well,
No.
we're
Um,
recording. We're recording, so that.
oh.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Hi. All right, we're going to jump in, you guys. Thank you so much for coming to this call tonight. We are so grateful that you're here, and all of us in the comfort of our own homes. I know many of us, that's where we've been for quite a while. I know that we personally have been doing a lot of Zoom calls, as I was talking about, and it's keeping me feeling really connected. Like sometimes I talk to someone and they're like, oh, I'm going so stir crazy, but boy, Zoom keeps us connected and at least seeing each other, hearing each other's hearts, being able to have conversations. So even though it's through a screen, I am grateful to see you. It's wonderful to see you. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Wendy Erdman, and I am an international marketing director with the Juice Plus company. And my husband, Brian, you want to wave, Brian?
Sure.
Is also on, and he'll be sharing with us tonight as well. We've both been taking Juice Plus now for over 20 years, which is so hard to believe how fast time goes, but we have. And at that time, you guys, I was in such a place of hopelessness. I wasn't really sure how I was going to get through my life, just how to be a good mom, how to keep working in the hospital, just all the things that I just was so passionate about. Just wondering how I could do that with an autoimmune disease. And I am so grateful for the friends of ours that shared this product with us, because I was able to start flooding my body with 30 different plant foods. We didn't have the complete smoothie mix back then, but it's made such a difference, not only in my health, but in my life. Because when we have our health, you guys, we really have abundance in every other area of our life. And I could then see for me, it was a cry to God for help. And I just felt like I started reading and I could see the power of fruits and vegetables and what our cells were designed for. And the fact that there was research, like the quality of research on this product, I was just realizing, okay, yeah, this makes sense. I need to get an easy, simple way to get that kind of produce in my body. And so it was an incredible blessing. The digestive issues for me cleared up really quickly. Allergies started clearing up. And the autoimmune disease really, for me, it took some time. It would be getting better and then it would kind of come back and then it would get better. And it was a process, like a layer of an onion of getting better. But I would say 8 to 10 months, I don't know if I would have been diagnosed anymore. So to talk about feeling like you've been given life back again, there's just no words around that for me. I just can't even begin to tell you, to go from many days not getting off the couch to now living vibrantly and abundantly in the world right now in my house, but in the world, and paying forward this to other people has just been one of the greatest gifts. It really has. And I've had the privilege of watching really thousands of people get to have better health because of adding whole food nutrition to their body every day. So I know there's a lot of uncertainty right now around health, people wanting their immune systems to be strong, but also, when this quarantine lifts, we're going back out into the world. So again, health is so important. And I know there's also a lot of people facing a lot of jobs that are really difficult right now, and it's global. We have a global pandemic. But this company, really, we are this perfect positive storm of impact to help people right now with their health and with their wealth. And I've never been more excited to share this product, to share this business than I am right now, because there is such a need out there. So we're grateful that you're here, just maybe even checking it out, maybe even just listening in to learn more. So I am gonna share the screen here so you can take a look at the presentation. Let's see. Okay. All right, here we go. So Our mission statement is to inspire healthy living around the world. And so we are global. Brian will talk more about that, but really we're helping people make one simple change at a time. Whether it's adding Juice Plus or not, we want them to understand the picture of whole food nutrition and why it is so powerful, why it's needed for the body. Our cells were designed for that, to flourish. And so we're helping educate people about what that looks like, because we are in a very unhealthy country. You know, we've got the best trained healthcare professionals in the world, but what we don't have is a good understanding of what our bodies need to stay healthy. So once we're unhealthy, this country knows what to do for sure. But to stay healthy, we are that force, that mission that really is getting this education out there. Because look at these statistics. Most people that have COVID have one of these things going on, or they've got an autoimmune disease, so they're very vulnerable. Otherwise, people are weathering it pretty well. They're doing, you know, a lot of people don't even have symptoms, but that's part of the problem. They're carrying it still. So, but, you know, and then the elderly obviously need to be super careful because their immune systems are not strong. So this is why it's such an incredible need right now. Food quality is so on the decrease right now. More than 50% of Americans are eating primarily processed foods, genetically modified, trans fats, synthetic emulsifiers and enhancers. Just all kinds of stuff is being done to our food. So we've got to be really careful. What are we putting in? We got to think about it. We got to be mindful of that. Broccoli could lose 50 to 80% of its nutrition before you even purchase it. So, you know, that's when you eat it, you know, and I can even tell when I eat it, it's lost a lot of the flavor than what it used to have when I was a kid. So the focus is fruits and veggies. Experts agree that most diseases are preventable through good nutrition. And the reason being is that we have a lot of oxidative stress in our body. What causes oxidative stress? Well, stress itself causes a lot of oxidative stress when we're eating poorly. When we fly in a plane, that's why we're exhausted. There's a lot of oxidative stress going on in our bodies. There's a lot of reasons for it, but the bad news is oxidative stress causes disease and aging. The good news is that fruits and vegetables protect against that oxidative stress and actually neutralize it, bring down that level. And just like you can see on the apple here with the lemon squeezed on the one side, it's protecting that apple from aging and from oxidation. So we need antioxidants in our bodies to help us. And that's why the news isn't that fruits and vegetables are good for you. It's honestly that they are so good for you that they could save your life. When I think about my story, I'm not sure I'd be here today if I was still on that same track that I was on, because I was so sick. My body was not able to fight disease and it wasn't able to prevent things. So I'm just so grateful to have learned this message. So we need 7 to 13 servings every day. You know, some authorities say 9 to 13. If you're an athlete, that you need even more, upwards of 16 to 18. If you have a disease process going on, you need upwards of the 16 to 18. So we need a lot of them. And the serving size is about the size of a fist. So, you know, and we need a lot. It used to be 5 a day. They had to boost it up because the produce is being picked so early that it's, you know, the green bananas, you know, they're starting to ripen, but not really. They're starting to, the living food starts to break it down and it gets softer and it looks right. But what it needs is to stay on that vine longer. Transported thousands of miles, 90% of Americans don't eat enough servings of fruits and vegetables. And servings are actually counted if they're eating ketchup and French fries. So, you know, very skewed. So we don't get that rainbow of color that we need. The phytonutrition that's in plants is what our, like I said earlier, what our cells are designed to recognize in order to flourish. So if you look at the apple, we've got 300 ingredients in an apple listed here out of 10,000 that are actually in an apple. And then a lot of people think, oh, I'm not eating healthy, I'm going to take a vitamin pill. Well, vitamin pills are maybe 28 to 30, 35 maybe, different nutrients. Okay, we need that apple. We need the 10,000 And then we need that kale, and we need that broccoli, we need that carrots, we need all of it, because it all has a different target to the body, as well as bringing overall health to the body. And the USDA recommends that we get at least half of our plate with fruits and veggies. I love that. And then another quarter of really good grains. So something to think about there. So basically, Juice Plus is something that people add as a convenient, simple way to get really high quality produce, and it tends to bridge the gap. I know we don't always eat perfectly. I venture to say not many do. So it fills the gap of what we might be eating and what we should be eating. And it's just gonna fill that so that we're getting a lot more powerful nutrition in our body. Basically, this is it. This is the fruits, the vegetables, and the berries. They've started out at heirloom seeds, the produce, and then it's grown in nutrient-rich soil. It's allowed to vine ripen, and then right off of the property, they gently clean it, flash freeze it, and crush it and flash freeze it, and then they send it out to the company that then puts it into a capsule form, a powder form. But all the living enzymes are maintained because of how it's made, so it's showing up in the body as though you've been eating all of this living produce every single day. Imagine getting that in your body every day, day in and day out for years upon end. It's just incredible. And so, if people take the Juice Plus, and if an adult takes it, a child between 4 and 18 can take it for free. So this is called our family health study, and you can talk to the person that invited you to the call to learn more about that, but we're seeing incredible results. This is our plant-based omega that's very helpful for the heart, brain, joints, skin, and eyes, so it really helps our nervous system. We bypass the fish, so we don't have those fishy burps. We go straight to the algae, and it's just the full spectrum of omegas that we need that are really hard to get. Sometimes it's just the omega-3 that people are getting, but then they're missing the broad spectrum of the plant-based array of omegas. The complete shake, can't go a day without this, that's for sure. I just love it. I've been eating this for about 18 years, and it's just incredible. Just a good way to get a good amount of protein, fiber. It's low glycemic. People feel great on it as they're working out. Great way to start the day, great way to end a workout. So this is filling the gap nutritionally of a meal for a lot of people. And so it's just unique. We are food. We're not a vitamin. We're not isolated. We have a food label. So it's made with non-GMO ingredients, vegan, kosher, dairy, and gluten-free, just a really pure product. We've got NSF certification, which is a third-party organization that comes in to check and make sure that what's on the label is exactly what's in our product. We've never had any issues with our NSF certification. So we also have it for sports, so that Olympic athletes, professional athletes can also take our product. It just has a special label. The batch is just checked a little bit more often. So never had issues with that as well. So it's very exciting. We are the most researched brand name product in the world. And gold standard research is what I needed to see when I was looking into this. I needed to know it was gold standard, the highest of the highest standard of research. And we're published in peer-reviewed journals, which is really, really hard to find. It's hard to get in a journal. And so the fact that we have all of these journals is the reason why so many doctors are recommending Juice Plus. And you can take a look at the list here of what's going on in the body. First of all, it needs to be absorbed by the body. We have 8 of our research studies showing it is absorbed. And then as it's absorbed, it's going to work on the entire body. Every cell in the body is impacted by better nutrition. So you can take a look here at what all it's doing in the body. But I love that Dr. Du Bois says there is nothing else available any place in the world with or without a prescription that has been clinically proven to do what Juice Plus has been proven to do. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. Just a simple way to get good nutrition. And then we also have our amazing Tower Garden, our Tower Garden Flex. We've got 2 of those. I do not have the Tower Garden home yet, but I would love to. But it is just a soilless way of growing in incredible, nutrient-rich, water down there in the tank. And it's powerful what it's bringing to people's lives and the health of their families. And when people that grow together tend to eat together, and so they're eating healthier and they're having a lot of fun doing it. So, so the Tower Garden Home is an indoor option for year-round growing. So it's affordable, you know, when you consider that people are out buying coffee drinks and all these things. I mean, it's affordable. It's just sometimes people need to look at their budget and what they are buying, but $2.50 a day, and then kids eat free. And then for the smoothie, $2.33 a day, and $1 for the omegas. So very reasonable to get that kind of nutrition. So, and then we always encourage people, you know, it's hopefully you're going to eat better after understanding this, but we'd love for you to get the Juice Plus in your body and become a customer where it's being shipped to your house every 4 months. And then if you're interested and you feel like there's some people that you know need to hear this message and you want to share it with 3, 5, 7 families, that's a great way to get started too. That's how we got started. We weren't looking for a full-time business, but a lot of people are looking for side income right now. So really, you know, an extra 500,000 or more. I mean, we have no glass ceiling with this business. You can do as much or as little as you would like, and that's the beauty of it. So I'm going to turn it over to Brian, who's going to share with us a little bit more.
Oh, thanks, Wendy. Can you hear me okay, honey?
Yeah. Yep.
Yep, great. Okay, thank you. Well, thanks, guys, for joining us. I just want to give you a little bit of my own background because it's important that you understand my paradigm as we move forward into the business part of this. But I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. Wendy and I own another company called Lenton Industries. And that company has allowed me to do business in China, in Europe, Canada, Mexico, and the United States. And I tell you that because I just want you to understand that I have written and have read many business models and business plans over the years, and I've been fortunate to do a lot of projects. Some of them worked out really well, and some of them not so well. But that's important for you to understand it also because we've gone through the process of learning, you know, what works well in the business world. So I just wanted you to know that I have an extensive background in what I'm about to share with you as far as the big picture of business is concerned. So I just wanted to lay that. What's really awesome is that Jay Martin laid the mission statement for us early on. And since 1970, our mission has been to inspire healthy living around the world and build a stable and lasting company that helps as many people as possible realize their dreams. And what I want to do for you is just break this down because, you know, a lot of companies have mission statements that really don't mean a whole lot, but this one really does because, you know, first of all, it's inspire healthy living. And do we do that? Well, absolutely we do. As Wendy was saying, Juice Plus is just the catalyst that leads to a healthy lifestyle. So we're inspiring people to live a better life that way. And then stable and lasting. Yes, we're very much stable. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this, but we're debt-free and financially secure and lasting. We're 50 years old now. As far as the company is concerned. So we hit those 2 markers as well. But the one that's most important to me is the bottom of this where it says, help as many people as possible realize their dreams. And if you really dig into that, what are the 2 most important dreams that everybody in the world has? Number 1, it's their health. And number 2, it's their wealth. And we get to help them with both of those. And then I also want to just focus on core beliefs for just a moment. This is another really important piece of who we are. And what the core beliefs really become are management's primary filters for how they view doing business. And so you have longevity, authenticity, quality. On quality, it's not just the quality of our product, it's the quality of the systems, it's the quality of the marketing materials they put together for us, all of that. They work really, really hard on building community, which is a lot of people love our business just for the community aspect of it. The simplicity of it, approachability, meaning that not only are we approachable, and Winnie, I'm going to jump back to longevity for a second, and the simplicity piece of it, just how easy it is to get into and learn how to do our business and to maintain that. But on the longevity part of it, what I wanted to focus on with you guys there is that the company is really, really focused on where are we going to be 10 years, 20 years, 40 years, 50 years out as far as a business is concerned. And, you know, our number one asset that we have to invest in anything is our time. And if there's anything that I want you to leave with here tonight from me, is that it is worth your time to make the investment in this company, because we will be around for the long term. And that's a beautiful thing for you to hold on to, is the fact that, you know, I'm going to make an investment, I'm going to invest some of my time, and this will still be here for literally the next generation and the next generation. And our product is also very unique as well, in that it carries a food label. It's not a supplement label. When he talked about the NSF certified, the largest selling nutritional product of its kind in the world. And then I want to jump back to where it talks about the most researched name brand nutritional products in the world. And I want to just take a minute to focus on branding and the importance of that, and how well our company has succeeded in putting us in a position of being branded as whole food nutrition. You know, when you think about branding, if I were to say tissue, the first thing that comes to your mind most likely is Kleenex. Or if I were to say luxury car, you might think of BMW or Lexus. That's the importance of branding. Well, when people start talking about whole food nutrition, they think about Juice Plus. So we have literally positioned ourselves in the marketplace as the whole food nutritional product, the best one in the world. So. And then our mission is unique as well. You know, we provide the vehicle for whatever your dream may be. We're 50 years old now. We're in over 20 countries. We just had a meeting the other day where they've actually added, I think, 3 new countries. I believe, I forget which ones they were exactly, but I know we've just put 3 new ones on. The wellness industry in and of itself is a $1 trillion industry. And over 15 billion in sales. But what's amazing here, that's since the inception, but our curve has been so steep over the last few years. We're now doing almost $1 billion a year in annual sales. And what's really fun there, I just did some quick math for us, because I think this is fun, because when I was talking about the company being financially stable, you know, $1 billion a year, that breaks down to about $2.7 million a day in sales, about $114,000 an hour, or about $31 a second in sales coming into our company. So I share that with you. Number one, I think the numbers are fun. But number two, when we talk about being financially stable, that gives you a good reason why. And then our business model is very unique. It's only $52 in annual fee to get started. You know, there's not a big cost of entry to this. You can work from anywhere, literally. Work from home. There's no inventory, a low overhead. Basically, I think the best thing to pull from this slide is that everything is done behind the curtain for us. All we need to do is to embrace sharing with others and inspiring them to do the same. And all the other pieces of the business are taken care of for us. And that's where the simplicity piece of this comes into play as well. And then we have a benefits package. When you reach the leadership positions of qualifying national marketing director or national marketing director, when this is actually shown for national marketing directors, but we get a full benefits package that's equal to any Fortune 500 company, but it gives you medical, it gives you dental, vision, life insurance, and it's significant in how well this is done as far as the amount of coverage that they give you. Also, the family tuition reimbursement. When our kids went through college every semester, we were getting, as long as they kept a 3.0 or better average, we were getting $750. I think it's $800 now a semester, just for our kids doing well in school. And then we also have a monthly expense allowance. We don't actually have to track our allowance. Excuse me, I had to take a drink of water. But they give you expenses based on a percentage of your check for that month. And it's a great, easy way to do that. So go ahead, man. So sharing and changing lives. You know, it's simple. The system's already in place. And so you share it as you live. You get to share on social media. You're sharing in education. It's really not selling. I'd like to take that If that's a potential hurdle for anybody there, that's not what we're about, is selling. Not that that's a bad word by any means, but it really is just sharing as you do life. And I like to say, if you can master the invitation, you will be successful in our business. And what I mean by that is if you can invite somebody to hear your story, if you can invite somebody to watch a video or on a three-way call, any of those things, then you're bringing them in and you're sharing our existing resources with them, which are all already in place. Those are the pieces that are there for you when you buy a franchise, which is what we are. We're a virtual franchise with that. And the other thing to keep in mind is you've hired your upline. So the person that invited you here tonight, you've quote unquote hired them to help you be successful, all the way up to Wendy and I and beyond, as far as national marketing directors are concerned. So no one is in this alone. Everybody is here to help everybody else be successful. And then just some quick examples of why our partners love this. You know, there's a community of like-minded people, and I will share with you that Wendy and I, some of our best friends now, are because of our involvement in the Juice Plus community. It's just a beautiful group of like-minded people. You know, you get paid to share your story. The significance of a 50-year-old company, we've got our systems in place and they work right. You can work from home. And the other really cool thing about this is that it can be whatever you want it to be. You know, this can be, like Wendy said, a very simple part-time opportunity for an extra $500 a month, or it can go to a plan A and it can be a 6-digit income for you, just depending on where you want to go. You know, we're here to help you drive your boat in that direction. And then the last one I want to talk to you about here is the, you know, we invite you to join us, and why would you like this business? What would you like it to do for you? That's kind of what I just covered in the past. But I love this first one here as far as making a difference. You know, we are mission driven. People get involved in this because they want to be involved in something that matters. And it really is a way to give back. It's a way to give back to your community, to the world. And when you think about what's going on right now in our world, you know, people need some hope. And I wouldn't be sharing this with you if I wasn't 100% convinced that we really do have a gift in our hands that a lot of people need. And I feel like it's our obligation. It's my obligation to share this with you this evening, to encourage you to, number one, join us, but to do the same, because I really feel like this is, you know, this time that we're in right now is a classic example of why you need multiple revenue streams, and that this is a really solid way to start a second revenue stream, or maybe it's your third or other, but it's one that works and it's worth your time investment. Because Wendy said, you know, we've been in it for 20 years and it went from mailbox money to a full-time business for us. And we love every minute of it. So I hope that was helpful, guys, as far as a quick overview of the business on it. And if you want more details of that, we'd be happy to share more in a different time.
Okay, well, thank you, Brian. Appreciate that. I love looking at this picture just because these are the different positions that people are reaching along the way. And ultimately, I think a lot of our reps have that goal of being a national marketing director. I know I certainly did. Just as you start to reach a new position, you just start to look at that next position like, well, okay, well, this is coming together. This is, you know, people do want to join the team, and it is starting to, you just start to see that it falls into place. So this kind of gives you kind of the picture of the puzzle before actually doing the puzzle. There's 5 different ways that we earn income. Everybody earns sales profit, which is down here, the green down at the bottom. Everybody earns that, which is basically 10% of the price of the product that you sell. So that's what that is. And then commissions start as soon as you reach that first position of Partner Plus. And then from then on, you'll, you know, earn that much. Well, 5% and then 10% at the qualifying sales coordinator, and then 15% is the highest commission, and that's what's maintained as you move forward. So the commission is 5, 10, 15%, and it's based on the product volume, or again, the price of our product. The next way that we earn some income is called bonuses. We get bonus money for various reasons. So that first 3% bonus is just looking at when we have about 20 to 25 families taking Juice Plus, you start to get 3% on what you've made. And so that begins to be like the largest part of your paycheck, honestly. The promote out bonus is when you reach sales coordinator and above. And at that point, you're getting paid on the teams of people that you're getting started. Then we also get paid benefits and incentives, and those are in the light gray here. So you're going to see that we get Juice Plus Live tickets as we're going along the way, leadership development courses, different boot camp opportunities. We get holiday checks in the mail, and then the benefits package that Brian was talking about. We also earn that along the way. And then the very top one here is called title rewards. So every time you reach a position, you get a reward for that. So, and you'll see it starts out at $50, $300, $600, $1,000. And so you start to get more and more as you move up and are promoted to that next position. So 5 different ways that we earn income. Just wanted to share with you that. And then, so you're starting out, moving to sales coordinator, and that really is a development time. That's when you're developing your business. When you reach qualified senior sales coordinator and above, those are all leadership positions where you're earning quite a bit more, you're really developing team, really making a difference in an even greater way because of that. So very exciting. We always have incredible events. We have speakers. There's a 9 o'clock call here, 9 o'clock Eastern time with Casey Sloss, who's a pharmacist. If you would like to get on, please do check in with the person that invited you to the call. They've got the Facebook. She'll be going live within her Facebook page, but she's phenomenal. And so you get to learn so much about health and nutrition from a variety of people, and she's one of them. We also have 2 great opportunities later this week to learn about the immune system and specific ways that we can build our immune system. So not only are you as a family getting healthier, but you're learning how to bring greater health to other people. And then we have our Juice Plus Live, which if we hadn't been in the quarantine, we would have all been back, many of us, from the Phoenix conference where we go to Juice Plus Live. We go twice a year. And since we weren't able to go, they are bringing Juice Plus Live to every single rep, or even a prospective rep who just wants to learn more and see if this might be of interest to them. So it's going to start on the Thursday, the 23rd. I meant to bring that with me. I think it's the 23rd, 24th, and 25th of April. And an email is going to go out on the 20th, giving everybody the link. And then we'll have, once Thursday night hits, we're going to have 2 weeks to watch all of that. So you don't have to run through and watch it in 3 days. You can go back, listen as you can, and they're making it possible for us to be able to experience Juice Plus Live in our homes over a matter of 2 weeks. Window of time. So very excited about that. And our company is offering what's called a Come Join Us opportunity. It's a campaign where tomorrow and Wednesday, if people are interested in joining and they see this is possible for them to just share with maybe 7, 8 people, families in a 30-day window, the company would like to waive the distributor cost, the fee, and there's an extra bonus for anyone who's interested in doing that. And I know a lot of people have more time on their hands right now, and reaching out and connecting with education might be something that's very of interest to you. So please do get with the person who invited you, and would love to do any calls with anybody who might have further questions. Actually able to stay on, but I'm going to stop the recording here, and happy to answer any questions that you guys have.